What's up, guys? Today I am back with another video, and I wanted to talk about a video that has been uploaded a few days ago by No Jumper. The video is titled, "Is the rapper Lefty Gunplay a racist for not wanting his daughter to date a black guy?" And I thought it was very interesting how this question was posed to the black men on the panel, along with Adam22, who is the host. And by the way, Adam22 is one of those types of white guys who are obsessed with black guys, and always is aware of the things that go on with the black community. I think it's weird how he always wants to indirectly throw shade at us and always ask us questions like he is concerned when black guys are the ones being attacked. He is a fake ally of black men and desperately wants to see us take L's all the time, but that is a topic for another day. But in this video, the rapper Lefty Gunplay made comments about how he feels that if his Latino daughter was to bring home a black guy, that he would be very unhappy about it. As a matter of fact, he said verbatim, that if she brought home a black guy, I would be like, what the F? So I want you guys to take a look at the video yourself, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
In LA, dog, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. LA's racist. It's crazy, dog. Like, race is a big thing. Like honestly, me, myself, personally, I'm not gonna come home or I'm not gonna let my daughter come home with a black dude. I'm gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is out here for my people. And like, I'm sure if a black girl came home and with a straight SA dude, they're gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? In LA, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to go and have a baby with a black girl, and and I've never been with a black girl, but I've flirted with black girls, and shout out to the black, there's some beautiful black girls, but it's different. And just LA makes you like that, and you can't sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. I don't say the N-word in none of my songs. You will never find a Lefty Gunplay song where I'm saying the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Munchie B and Mariah and them in their podcast, man, on Street TV. I was watching it earlier, 4 hours ago. They're like, man, we appreciate Lefty not saying the N-word. Does it slip out sometimes with the homies? Yeah, because the homies talk like that all day. But does it, spit it out? Yeah, because I'm an essay. I'm a Mexican. I don't talk like that. In LA, you're not going to sell up with a black. You know what I'm saying? A black's not going to sell up with a Mexican. Shout out to the blacks, because some of my most best friends have been blacks. But just the way the LA County jail makes you, it makes you racist. Because you're just with your people. You're either Sureño or you're Crip or Blood. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no whites in there really. It's Sureño, Crip or Blood. And you know what I'm saying? Just it always goes up over numbers, just like, the black stripping on the phone or like black too strong and Sureño stress. Like it's just it with your head and it makes you think that that's the op. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way the jail is. And you gotta be always on your toes because at the end of the day, I'm with my Mexicans, and that's just LA County Jail. LA County Jail segregates it so much that it makes you racist. But yeah, honestly, if my daughter, one of my family members came home with a black dude, I'd be like, what the what the where you find this for at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really would be like that. Shout out to him. I never gave him that chance though but that's just the way it fucking is. If she brought me home to her family's house to 60 Crip or 40 Crip or
Okay, so you guys just seen the video of this Latino rapper basically stating that he would not like it if his Latino daughter brought home a black guy. But before we dive into what he said, I first want to give a little background for people who don't know who this man is. Lefty Gunplay is actually a rapper from Baldwin Park, which is a small city in East San Gabriel Valley. He is one of the biggest names in the new LA rap scene and the conversation about being one of this generation's biggest Latino rappers. Franklin Holiday, which is his real name, likes to experiment with storytelling of his times in prison and on the gritty streets of the San Gabriel Valley. As a true creative, it is said that the rising star has emerged, determined to conquer the rap scene and get his family out of the hood. It also states that he is heavily influenced by the sound of The Game, 50 Cent, and more. His music is a fusion of West Coast attitude and storytelling. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about what he said about not wanting his daughter to date or bring home black guys. And what I find interesting about this is the fact that this man comes off as very interested with black people. And what I mean by that is, you see the aesthetic of most of these guys and the way they dress. I mean, you can clearly tell that his influence in his culture comes a lot from black people. And I understand that there are a lot of Latino people who are heavily into this type of aesthetic as well, such as Tekashi 6ix9ine. But if we're being honest, it's obvious that a lot of his presentation is influenced by black people. Even as I stated previously, the musicians that this man is influenced by were all black as well. It's obvious that African American culture and leading trends that we shine at are what captivates him the most about black people. But one thing that we as black people, and particularly black men, need to understand about other races of people is that even though they like your aesthetic or even your trendiness, your culture, and even your representation in the media, such as music, sports, or other things, they still do not like you or want to actually be you. Think about the saying that everyone wants to be a nigga until it's actually time to be a nigga. Like, for instance, a white girl who likes black guys and our music and culture still at the end of the day knows that she is a white girl and that she has the privileges of being a white girl. She knows that she has access to certain things we don't, or that she does not have to look over her shoulder for racism, and that when she is bored and tired of this fake pretend black girl act, that she can just mosey on back to Whiteyville. So on the outside, it is cute to her to date black guys and be black, but in reality, she's happy being white. My point of all this is a word called diplomacy. And what being diplomatic is that a person knows that they can be cool with certain people, take from their culture and be inspired by that person as well, but still all the while disliking them. And black people, that is just what it is. Other races of people do not like or respect us at all, especially when it comes down to Latino people. They, in many ways, are worse than white people, in my opinion, when it comes to this. They will smile in your face and then behind your back make fun of you and call you a stupid monkey or denigrate you. Just think about it for a second. We, as the black community, are very vocal and known for being a self-hating group of people. We are very vocal about skin tone disparities, such as light skin versus dark skin. We are vocal about our facial features and how we wish they were more on the Eurocentric spectrum. And don't get me wrong, because a lot of races do this too, this is nothing new. But when people notably think of a group of people that are self-loathing, they automatically think of black people. And let's be real, we are very vocal about our insecurities. I mean, you constantly hear black people vocalize how they hate their hair and rather wear wigs, and portray this very dusty personality for the entire world to see. And let me not start on the whole black man disrespecting black women online for everyone in the world to see. And you can tell that these black men think that they're making black women look bad. But in reality, they're making themselves and our community as a whole look bad. So my question is that if we feel very self-loathing about ourselves and our own appearance, then why wouldn't other races feel that same way about us too? Everything you do starts at home. And what I mean is that if you want people to give you respect, then you have to respect yourself first. And if you want people to take you seriously, then you got to present yourself to the world as something to be taken seriously. And so many black people don't do that. So when they see the self-hatred within us, then that is typically how they perceive us in general. I mean, we live in a world where darker features are considered bad and that whiter features are considered good. So even in the Asian community and the Latino community, they also feel that same way about that. And Latinos know that a big population of South America are inhabited by people who look black, and they do not like that. Just like a lot of black people prefer their kids to be mixed with lighter skin and straighter hair and lighter eyes, well, so do these other races of people want their kids to be connected with Eurocentric beauty standards as well. And I'm not saying that what they are doing is okay, because it is definitely not. Because any person, regardless of skin color, eye color, or hair texture, is beautiful in their own unique way. But my point is that we ourselves as black people are breeding out our beautiful and unique African features day by day. So when other people don't want their kids to look black, then it's a problem. My point is that people are going to feel that way, that they feel about us as black people regardless. And many of them are jealous of black people because of how unique we are as a race and how many milestones and achievements that we have accomplished over the years. When you think of media representation, we are the face of it, such as the movies that are huge, musicians, and huge contributions to America as a whole. They do not like it, and they do not like you. On the other hand, you have a nice amount of these people who are just plain racist and hate you because you are just black, and they feel that you are beneath them. Now, differences in culture, language, and sometimes competition for resources and opportunities can lead to tensions between groups as well. Media portrayals and stereotypes can play a significant role in shaping perceptions. Negative stereotypes can perpetuate misunderstandings and biases. Upbringing, personal experiences, and social environments can also be a possible reason why they dislike us as well. And once again, I'm not saying that all Latino people are like this, but a large number of them are. And I feel that as black people, we give these people the ammo to believe what they want to believe about us. And a lot of them are vocal about it to the point where they don't want to even work with us. Check out this video with a Latino guy stating he would rather not even work with black people. But if you have already seen this video, then feel free to skip it.
And the way they got at each other, obviously he's gonna answer a certain
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
If it was me on the phone with Wack, I'm not gonna ask him, would you sign the Southside? I don't give a fuck if you want to sign one. We don't want to sign to no blacks.
Right.
Southsiders do want. Guess I don't even want to speak on that, but we don't want to sign to no blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Is that because of the prison shit? It's not a racist thing? Help me understand, because when you say that out loud, it sounds crazy.
It's because like this. It's like this. It's like I go to jail, I rock with my race. I eat with my race. I do things with my race. So it's like I'm here. I conduct business. I do things with my race. Like we integrate and whatnot. But why would I have somebody in charge of my music career if I'm already programmed a certain way? I'm already institutionalized a certain way. Why would I? You get what I'm saying? That's just my mindset. So I'm like, nah, we wouldn't do that. And most of the homies would think the same way as me. They're gonna agree with what I say.
So
like,
you wouldn't sign with somebody if they were unaffiliated. Like, let's say Diddy wanted to sign you to Bad Boy.
Me personally, I'm not trying to sign. I'll get somebody else signed and we do some business.
Let's say Kodak Black wanted to make you Sniper Gang.
We gonna get a little Suede on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with them. It's all love. I'm not gonna sign. But
so are
get a
you
little
saying
Suede.
that you wouldn't
And
sign strictly because of their race?
Because I'm not gonna have it, and it's like this. We're gonna negotiate the terms. We're gonna make sure that it's like we have. It's like 50-50 control type shit. We're not gonna give somebody else, let alone another race, full control.
Okay,
that's what it comes down to.
But you
get what I'm saying? Like, it's not no disrespect, but it's just more like
it just sounds crazy out loud.
It does sound crazy.
It sounds a little racist.
But you know what?
It sounds a lot of racist.
No, you know what? I'm just being honest. I'm being real. Like, I'd rather go sign with like. even though you like you might hear crazy shit, but I'd rather go sign with like a corrido label or something, like I'm gonna keep it to the roots. You get what I'm saying? Like if they wasn't fucking with us back then, why they fucking with us now? Because now we breaking in, we doing shit. Now they gonna want to sign us. Yeah, of course. Fuck all that. Now we gonna do what we know best. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me, and I'm from LA. I'm from out here from the street.
Hypothetically, Kanye West wants to sign you to Good Music. It's a no.
Well, I'm gonna be like, look, we got Suede and Peso. Like, check it out. Them little fools doing more numbers than me. Kanye, fuck me. We got them on the.
Nah, he wants you.
I'll be like, nah, man.
So it's a no.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you work with black artists?
Yeah, I do, but it's different though. Like, most of the time, we don't have no. It's not like we signing anybody. We don't have no full commitment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could work. We could network. We could do business.
You've done records with black artists?
Yeah, man. We got hell yeah.
So I just want to make. I'm trying to make you sound less racist than how you're sounding.
No, man. It's just.
It sounds bad what you're saying. So listen, when you're in prison, you said, "Look, I'm institutionalized. This is what it is." Obviously, you've done a lot of time, right? I've done enough time to make up my mind. You've done enough time
to make up my mind.
To when you're incarcerated in California, the Mexicans are with the Mexicans, black people are in Southern California, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little different. So black people are locked up with. Usually, do they politic with?
It's like this. Look,
is it the others?
It's the
because there's the others.
Yeah, they got the others, the brothers,
which are like Asian
and the Southsiders. Yeah, exactly.
Like Indian, whatever.
And then the
whites and the Mexicans link up.
The Woods, the Southsiders. They run with the Southsiders.
So while you're in prison, you're running with the Woods, the Peckerwoods.
Yeah, we run together. The Woods run to shit crack off. Like, you know what I'm saying? They stick together.
Okay, so when you're in jail, you're allianced with the white guys, right? That's like you're okay. So you're saying some of that is,
but that has not.
But I just want to make sure none of that crazy racist shit is rubbed off on you.
I'm just not going.
It sounds
like
crazy.
You with the white guys. Yeah, that's how we are.
You're hanging out with guys with swastikas on their.
So going back to what Lefty Gunplay said, yes, I do believe it is racist what he said, because how are you influenced by us? But you don't want any type of black affiliation with your Latino family dynamic. So you can be diplomatic with us, but when it comes to family, resources, and your Latino community, no. You don't want black people to have any parts of that aspect, huh? So see, black people, it's cool to be like you and do what you do, but when it comes to serious issues and family structure, and you know that things in life that actually matter, they want absolutely nothing to do with your kind. They would rather their family structure remain completely Latino, or they would be happy if their children were with white people. Because I also find it funny that this lefty gunplay guy did not bring up any other race of people to prevent his daughter from dating. But of course, he brings up a black guy. That right there just shows me as a black man myself that these other groups of people always tend to jump to a black guy every time they want to use as a cautionary tale. There is even a term called adelantar la raza that is typically used in Latin America. It is a common phrase used in Latin American countries, which means improve the race. It implies that you should marry or have children with a whiter person so you'll have better-looking kids. So that there basically shows that it has been indoctrinated into their culture to stray about from black features and onto whiter ones. Many of these Latino people are raised in this culture, constantly being told to not date or marry a black person at all, because if they do, it will diminish their race. And this kind of system is just disgusting to me, because you can tell that a lot of people actually believe this saying. So I don't typically blame a lot of people for their beliefs because of the brainwashing they have endured since they were kids. But I also hold them accountable for their own perceptions and experiences in life as they get older and see things for what they truly are. As adults, you should be able to form your own opinions and see the beauty from your own eyes. You should see that just because stereotypes make black people out to look bad is not true, because through your experiences, I am pretty sure you have met a lot of good black people. And also with the features, because there is objective beauty in all skin tones and races as a well-known fact. And sadly, many of these Latino people are born with a lot of African features, such as a kinkier hair texture or a wider nose and darker skin. They should learn to love those features instead of scorning them. And the funny thing about it is that many of these people who are Latino and look predominantly black tend to hate themselves the most and project their feelings onto actual black people to hate themselves even more. But in the end, this is just how a lot of people think. And like I said before, I do not think all Latinos are like this because there are a lot of good ones out there. But this is for the Latinos who do hold racist ideologies and views towards black people. Because once again, I said what I said about Lefty Gunplay, I do think he holds these racist ideologies. Because once again, I see that he came for black guys only, and I can read between the lines in what he said. I definitely will not be supporting his music, at all. But if any of you out there do, well, more power to you. This is just my opinion. And to my fellow black people, once again, we have to do better about our representation and how people like to throw these little slick digs at us and disrespect us all the time. Like I said, they feel we are beneath them. They feel we get more representation than them, and they believe it's not fair. Many of them think we are dark and ugly. And that's fine because you know what? It doesn't matter about how others feel about us. Only thing that matters is how we feel about us. If we portray to the world that we think we suck, well then other people are going to think we suck too. But if we hold our heads high and show people that we do love our features, we do love being black, and we hold our image in high regard, then they'll have nothing to say but respect that. Because in the end, we are the pioneers to our own representation and how we are looked at. Because when people bring up the white man, trust and believe they may not like him. But I guarantee you they respect him, his image, and what he stands for. And that white man does not give a damn what you got to say because he in his mind feels like he is the top race in the world. And that is exactly how we need to promote ourselves as well. No more self-loathing talk or denigrating our women for the world to see because trust me, black men, people are aware that you don't like yourself or your own women, and they think it's sad. And people out there that you black guys always want to let into our community are talking negatively about you and making fun of you. Because it's funny that they never let us into their communities and speak on their behalf. But we always want to give other races this black pass all the time, and we can no longer do that. And Lefty Gunplay is one of those guys. So my advice is to not support him or this fake diplomatic persona he wants us to fall for. He's like many other races of men who smile in your face, but then behind your back is making fun of you. Then you guys want to be up in arms and cry crocodile tears about how racist he is. Just like this post I saw of a Latino guy going in on black men and having these racist-looking caricatures of black men and just disparaging us as a whole, was all on X. And once again, a black guy came into the comments and stated, "Ha ha, that's why I'm still effing your Latina women." And once again, black guys, can we please stop using sex as a way to get a one-up on other races of men? Let's show them that we are better by our drive, our work ethic, and just being proud to be black as a whole. No more using that fact that we're constantly sleeping with their women, or that we are better in bed as a flex. It's not a flex. So once again, just be careful at who you befriend now in days, because you got to be careful who is an ally and who is not. And let's be real, black guys, we rarely have any allies. Most of the other races are anti-black. I mean, let's just be for real. They are not on our side. They want to see us fall and crumble as a race, all the while jacking your style and culture and lingo, but still despise you and demean you at the same time. Wake up. And that's why I always say you have to be pro your own race all the time, just like white people. Let's not worry about anybody else's opinion of us, and let's focus on our own opinion. But you have too many black people who only feel validated when other races give us fake praise, and all that point want to claim them as a brother or sister and hand them this black card. It needs to end. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, and I will be back with another video.